Well, hello from Istanbul, Turkey. I haven't done a vlog for a few days. I think the last one I did was the first day in Madrid when we got into Madrid, but it was just so hectic, and then I've flown over to Istanbul, so just getting back to it. So we arrived in Madrid that night, or that afternoon, had a free night. Second day was a full day in Madrid. We went around, a bit of a panoramic drive tour around Madrid on the bus, bit of a walk, had a look at a few buildings and learned a bit of the history. Then we went out to about an hour out into the hills to where the Valley of the Fallen are, and there's a little town out there as well that has it's a palace slash basilica or cathedral, sorry. The king used to live there in the palace, but the palace is actually a cathedral. So yeah, and that was and you couldn't take photos of any of it. Nothing inside you're allowed to take photos. So unfortunately I don't have any footage of that at all. We got a little bit from the outside. Yeah, it was interesting. Yeah, it was good. We went down into the crypt where all the kings were buried, and that once again can't take photos. Then on the way back we went to the Valley of the Fallen. There's some footage I'm uploaded of that, and what that is, Franco built that monument to the victims of the Civil War, the Spanish Civil War. So it's a big granite mountain, and they went in 350 metres and dug all the rock out. So, and it's, when you go in, it's the shape of a cross. It goes up and there's a cross, and in the walls there's 40,000 victims have been buried inside the walls. It's quite nice. Not allowed to take photos in there either, but I just sort of got, someone took some photos. Don't know who. And on top of that rock, that is a 150 metre big cross. Absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, that was really good. Franco was buried in there, but they ripped him up in 2019 and moved into a cemetery because it's for the victims of the Civil War, and he wasn't actually a victim. Obviously the dead victims. So yeah, it was very interesting. Very interesting. We had so that was our last day with the group. That night we had a dinner. We all went out and we had a lovely dinner, put on by Globus. It was really good. Yeah, the people on that tour, I couldn't speak more highly of them. They're great people. They're all Canadians except me, but they treated me like one of their own. They were fantastic. Yeah, we had a lovely dinner. Next morning, I was out about 8 o'clock, caught a flight from Madrid to Istanbul with Turkish Airlines, about a 4-hour flight. It was late getting away. Then there's a time difference. Got in about 5:30. Got a bus, and there was an accident on the way in on the freeway, so we got held up. So I didn't actually get into my room till nearly 8:30 last night. Lovely place, nice place here. I'm right in Circuit, I think is how they pronounce Circuit. I think it's how they pronounce, which is just Eminu, which is a port. It's only 100 metres down the road. Everything's handy. You can walk everywhere. Plus the trams, they're so close. Sometimes one's waiting for the other one to move. And the stops for about every 300 metres, so they're good to just jump, walk on, walk off. I've got an Istanbul cart I bought, put $20 or something on it, so that's all I needed. Had a good day today. Went up to the Topkapi Palace, went through that. The Hagia Irene, which is a mosque that just hasn't been touched. It's just been left from Turnus BC. I think it's 300 or something like that. Went to the Archaeological Museum, which is full of Greek statues. Really strange because it's all Greek, and they're all 200 BC and all this sort of stuff, but interesting. Alexander the Great sarcophagus is in there. Then I went to the Topkapi Palace. I think it's at Topkapi Palace, I think is how they pronounce it. I was going to go to Hagia Sophia, but the line was an hour and a half to get in. And just to say that too, that the mosques, the working mosques, like the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque, are free. You don't have to pay to get in. The Hagia Irene you did, because it's a monument now. It's not a working mosque. So it was an hour and a half, and it was just ridiculous. There's a cruise ship in town, and it like Istanbul's got 20 million people, and only what's in Australia is in Istanbul, in the town, in the city here. So I ended up just went for a bit of a wander. I ended up down in amongst the markets and that, bought a little bit of stuff, and had a bit of lunch, came back to the room, did a bit of tidying up, a little bit of editing and stuff like that, trying to catch up. Because a couple of blokes, what they do, he was telling me, he pulled me up, and he said, "Oh, don't go there now, come back 6 or 7 o'clock tonight when it's quieter." I thought, "Oh, geez, nice." He said, "Look, I'm not a guide, I'm just giving you advice." Then they try and get you to go to their shop where they're selling stuff. But yeah, anyway, 2 blokes come up to me like that and sort of said, like a stick out, like a tourist, obviously. So what I did tonight is I went back at 6:30, and yeah, virtually, like it's still a crowd, but I virtually would just follow the crowd straight in to the Hagia Sophia. Hung around, was up around Bazat Market, Sarah bit too, bought a couple more things, had one of those, had a corn on the cob and a drink, not really that hungry. Bought some baklava back. What else? So yeah, I was going to go to the Basilica Cistern, but the line was still a bit, and it closes, I think it's 7, it was like 20 to 7, it's still a bit of a line. So I think what I'll do is on Wednesday I'll get there before 9 o'clock, get there a bit early, and get in. The other thing is tomorrow I'm off to Gallipoli, down there in that cove. Full day, it's a 14-15 hour day because it's a fair drive down. I'm with a tour, a 1-day tour if you like. That's the only thing you do, we're going just straight. You can do a 2-day one, we stay overnight and go to Troy, but my interest is solely in Gallipoli and Anzac Coast. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. A bit of a bucket list thing, it's for a 4-hour drive or something like that off down there. By the time you have lunch and that, and do a tour around Gallipoli and the Anzac Cove, it sort of turns into a 14-hour day by the time you're back. So that'll tie up all tomorrow. I'm hoping then on Wednesday morning, hope to go to the Basilica Cistern. I've done all the shopping, I don't have to do any more shopping. I'd probably like then to jump on some public transport. I'd probably like to go down to the Avenue port down here and have a bit of walk along there. Just jump on a boat for 2 or 3 hours, do a cruise on the Bosphorus. You can either take a public boat if you like, because they all just go up and down and around. Or you can do a tour, but $6,500. I'll check that out. And then I would like to on Wednesday night get up to Taxham Square. Apparently it's pretty nice up there, and walk down Istanbul Street. And that'll finish my trip. I fly at about 1:30 on Thursday, 1:30 p.m. So by the time I check out a bit in the morning and get out the airport, I won't have much time for anything else. Got the shopping done, which is something. I'll just see what. Yeah, I probably don't need any more shopping. By the time I buy lunch tomorrow, do the cruise and that'll probably spend me money up, But this whole trip's been fantastic, so I'll try and upload one if I can tomorrow night from Gallipoli. If not, I'll definitely upload one on the last night. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Oh, don't forget, where is it? Down there? It's down there somewhere. Subscribe, like my channel, click on the notification, that way you get the videos. I'm uploading, I think I've uploaded Toledo. I'm uploading the flight from, for the aeroplane bus, the flight from Madrid to Istanbul, and hopefully I'll upload today's one with the mosques and the archaeological museum, just a bit around town here. Okay, cheers, bye.